Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Matt and it is Bloodthirsty Thursday. I hope first and foremost each and every one of you are having a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk. That's something I always want to throw out there to you guys because I really do care about y'all. And I'm happy that you guys are here to see my face because I am definitely happy to see yours. Uh, what else do I have to say? Do like, share, and subscribe. I always like seeing some new faces here. I've seen a couple new ones here in the last couple of days, which is awesome. Thank you very much, guys, for checking my content out. For those that are new, always, if you ever want to know any more information about the film that you're seeing, or want to see any clips or the trailer, always look in the description box, and I will have a complete rundown of the film, and there will be a link for a trailer in there. If I can't find a trailer, at least a clip to the film. So do always keep that in mind for anybody that is new to the to Matt's Movie Mania. That's I'm here Monday through Fridays, off Saturdays and Sundays. But I always like to get you guys a lot of content out there, especially right now, because it's really boring and a lot of people are still on lockdown and doing nothing. Yeah, it sucks. But anyways, let's get on to the amazing movie of the day. Today's movie easily could be a Friday movie. I actually originally was going to slate it for Friday. Um, I decided last minute to go against it, and I have an idea that I really want to do for tomorrow. Um, I hope you guys will dig it. If not, I'm sorry. But yeah, look out for tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a fun one as well. But today's is, like I said, easily a Friday select Friday pick because it is one of the best of them that I've watched this week so far. Even though Spirit Gallery on Monday was top freaking notch. So if you guys haven't seen that, pop over to sovhorror.com, all that I've been saying for all week long, and check out Spirit Gallery and Metal Noir. And they also got other new stuff like DBQ and Death o' Lantern and the what is it, the Dingleberries, which is about talking poop. Looks like it'll be funny as hell. But anyways, on to today. Today's movie is fun. It's from 1988. This does have a R rating for any of you that do really actually care about the ratings on these movies. I personally, as long as it's not like G rated, or PG rated, I tend to stay away from those. PG-13, I kind of stay away from most of those. There's a few here and there that are pretty good. Uh, PG-13 back in the day was really good. I'm not gonna lie. It was it was the halfway part to a rated R movie, and you got to see a lot of cool gore bits or extended action scenes that you never would see in a lot of movies. And let's get on to who's starring in this. John McCafferty, he's great in here. He plays Todan. Chuck Todan. He's fun in this. We got Robyn, Blythe, Darwyn, Carson, Beano. Beano is absolutely crack up hilarious. That guy, I couldn't get enough of his character because he was a really stereotypical type gangster mafia type guy. And he didn't have type any of them things called brains. He was very moronic and just silly, and one of those slapsticky kind of characters that just makes me giggle. And he just was chewing up the scenery, and you can almost tell that he was absolutely loving it because you could see that there was some joy behind his delivery. This looks like it would have been a very fun film to work on. I don't know much about the director Chuck Pirro, which, by the way, this is Deathrow Gameshow. I don't know much about the director Chuck Pirro, is it Chuck? Mark Pirro, Chuck. Mark Pirro. Oh, and also this has Debra in it. I forgot to mention her as well. But Mark Pirro, this is the first and only one of his films I've ever seen. I know of a few of his other ones. There's Curse of the Queer Wolf, Rectuma, Vampire in Burbank. I can't remember. It's about a vampire in some shithole town. That's all I remember. Shithole city. Um, I could be wrong. I just don't remember. His, like I said, I'm lacking on his films. After watching this one again, I'm thinking about going back and checking out those other ones. From what I know, I think they might be out of print. I could be very wrong on that. I do actually have this on a weird old '80s uh, collection that's got like 30 or 40 or 50 movies or whatever it is in there, and it's all a bunch of basically public domain crap, and then there's a few gems here and there like this one. And this one is released by Vinegar Syndrome, by the way. It is, oops, I forgot the Blu-ray upstairs in the player, but it is Blu-ray DVD. It does, as you can see here, it has a alternative artwork. I like both of them. This one caught my eye a little more because it looks a little more retro. I'm all about that retro look, and the throwback look. And this one screams 80s because it was made in the 80s. And there's your special features, guys, if you want to check those out. I'll give you a little moment there to pause it and all that if you need to. So yeah, it's got this is stacked with special features, but that's the usual rundown when it comes to Vinegar Syndrome. They're one of the top dogs of the on the block when it comes to the labels. All the labels out there, they're like, gosh, they're like Criterion almost. Their stuff is crisp, it's clean. They do some of the best transfers out there. Like, it's insane how well done that they are. You know how well done they do on the cleaning up. How awesome it is. Well done. That sounds really stupid. How awesome that they did of a job on that. Now, what is this movie about, you ask? It's basically about this Chuck Todan character runs a show called Live or Die. And they bring on death contestants that are on death row, and they put them through a little kind of a trivia or a game, like a little test of the might, or test of the willpower or your brain ineptitude, or it's one of those things. It's a lot of willpower to it, and it just like this scene right here. There's this is a mafia boss here, and that's what essentially is the part about the main wraparound to the story, because there's a lot of people that hate Chuck's character, and you can see why, because he's kind of smuggish and very in love with himself. You can tell, kind of a prick, but they have these contestants, and this guy here, this mafia boss, they do the dance of the 7 boners, and he doesn't get an erection, but he was supposed to have his machinery already to be taken off, but he gets a boner somehow, and you have to watch the movie to find out how. And it just cracks me up. And essentially, after he dies, the mafia sends Beano's or all these other characters to try and, like, little tiny side characters that you see, like one and done characters. They attempt to stop Chuck Todan's character. Now Chuck, like I said, he's getting have hits put out on him. He's also getting harassed by this other lady, who they end up having a little love thing, which you could see a mile away that it was going to happen. But after this mob boss does die, they, like I said, send all these other ones, and it eventually comes up to this guy whose name listed IMDb and everything is Beano. That's Bano. Beano. Yeah, Beano. Yeah, that's quite the. All I can think of is that pill you would take here in the United States that would help you not fart. That's all I can think of when I see that. And there's a magical scene with him where he comes in after this long strenuous Italian dinner that he has with this female that what is her name? Shoot. Uh, Ever Virgin, I think, or something Virgin is her last name. Like she was like she's supposed to be a real ice queen, one of those that you don't really want to socialize with if you're trying to get some nookie, some action. She would be a very hard one to crack that case. You know, it'd be tough. But he basically, this Beano character forces her to this Italian, and I say strenuous, this Italian dinner because the whole time he's like, oh, you know, everything he's saying, like he's taking everything that she says the complete wrong way. Like at one point he says, couldn't you deal with this for forever? And she goes, yeah, forever and a day, as like a joke. And he busts up jumping. Oh my God, you guys, guess what? She asked me to marry her. And then like it just snowballs from there, and it is just hilarious. He comes back, they get back to the studio where Chuck's at, and uh um he says, I can't exactly remember what exactly he says, something like the bitch and I are me and the bitch are getting hitched, something like that. And then he's like, and then I got to go take a dump, and he disappears into the bathroom, and you just hear these just uh echoing bombs that are just, oh, they're mind numbing. And like all I can think of is like everybody's had those days. It was pretty rough, but he's all like, oh, describing it, and I don't remember eating walnuts, you know, stuff like that. It's ridiculous. And he comes to his character. He ends up at the movie or the television studio. He brings his ma with him, and he's trying to get his ma on this other show, and she actually ends up on the Live or Die show. And then, as you can tell what's going to happen afterwards. Very very simple idea after that. What's going to happen, or at least the projection of where they're going to take the film. You know, one of those ordeals. So let's get on to my ratings for this thing. On the 1 through 5 thing on a technical side, this thing's, you know, it's actually pretty crisp and it works well. It's almost like a trauma movie in ways. An 80s trauma movie. One that is kind of sleazy but has a lot of really bad humor and stuff that pushes the boundaries in ways, because there's a lot of things said in this you do not damn well say this stuff. There's some stuff said in this, and I am not going to repeat it. I don't want to get burned at the stakes. Burned at, yeah, it's, anyways, I'm going to give it a 4. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. It's going to get a 4 on entertainment. It's fun. It's solid. This is one of those, like I said, it could be a Friday film. Do check it out. I highly recommend it. Alright guys, I love all your faces as always. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. I got a good one lined up for you. At least I'm thinking I'm going to do that one. Alright, love your faces. Peace as always.